Greetings, viewers. Thanks for joining me out in the shop today. I'm going to go down the side of the truck with this boat side project. This is a first step. I decided instead of doing round, that 1 3/4 square was going to work out much better. So that's 1 3/4 square tube. It's going to be, of course, solid welded all the way down and then up to that brace on the back side that I showed you after I cut this off. I'm going to put plates on. Can't decide if I want to do the bigger ones with the holes or the slightly smaller ones without holes. Each one's going to have where the corners meet. There's going to be a gap there anyway for dirt and stuff to get out. Not sure there exactly which way I'm going to go, but I digress. These will all be attached, of course, from the bottom of the square tube to the frame. Gusset with the angle that it needs to follow the angle, of course, but a gusset to the frame and to this piece on either side. So that's why I'm doing pieces. There's going to be 6 pieces total going down the side. Each one's going to have 2 gussets. May add more drain holes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much stuff's going to get all the way up there in the middle, but that's not part of what's important right now. Big plans for tying it in underneath. There's going to be a piece like this running the length of the bottom of the frame so it's smooth for sliding. These are the old sliders off my green truck, with this representing that square tube that I've just attached to the body. This is going to be my slider kicking out 4 inches down at the end to 1.5 inches at the front, and that's going to run the length of my square tube. So it's going to be boat sided and have a rock slider, like a tree kick out thing or whatever you want to call it. This is what Slim and I decided to do on the front. You know, it's going to get ground some more. I just like to throw a base coat of paint on it and see what I think. This is how I tied that together in the front. I like it. Brought these down here solid inside. They're a bumper. They're attached to the frame and the body and the giant bumper. This space here, I said maybe for a fog light or something. That's actually a spot where my tree saver could fit. So out on the trail, I could shove my tree saver in there and bungee cord it in. That's not an original idea. I've seen that on other people's stuff. This side over here, not really anything to do with it, I don't think. That's probably going to stay, not sure. Put my light bar up there sticking forward of the grill. I'm pretty sure that is not going to stay, and I'm going to cut the grill here and just recess this back so it's flush with the grill. I don't have any flat spots to set beverages down on the bumper, but that's okay. Really liking the way the rear's turned out. I've driven this around with just the front and just the rear. No weird creaking or popping, going over railroad tracks and turns and driveways at angles. So far, nothing's being weird as far as flex. So I'm sure I'm flexing both ends of the frame right now. In the middle is flexing, but the ends are solid. I don't know. There I go, rambling on again. But anyway, that's the plan. I'll get a few pieces on, show you what it's going to look like here. I'll be back. Okay, I got that piece totally welded under the doors, all along the top where it meets the body and underneath where it met that track that run back to about right there. I was going to tie it into the pinch weld where I cut the part of it off under there, but decided that that wasn't necessary. This is not attached yet because I still have more pieces to go, and I may want to cut it short yet, but this is kind of the idea I had, to give it some little stubby legs and make it kick out. So I'll weld that on after I decide where I want to cut it. what I might want to do with it. But I thought that might be a nice little addition there. And yeah, I approve of that. I decided to go both the short pieces and the long pieces. I'll solid weld those, of course, before I put this kick out piece on. I did leave a space between them, with like a dime, the width of a dime, a 1/16 of an inch, I think, so that I'd have a nice weld in between them. I went small pieces so I could put gussets in, and then decided to do fewer gussets and just do one on each side, or one on the outside of this one where the mount is, and one on the outside of this one where the mount is, and then the next one I'll do another one. Anyway, it'll make sense to me. When it's all done, it'll be nice and strong. It's not real drastic of an incline, but it's going to be real smooth for sliding. Going to incorporate a nice angle here on that for approach when I do my plating on the bottom of the frame. That gas tank skid's going to have to come off. I'm probably going to use the design or the pattern, and maybe even the base of the plate, but I need to get different strapping for it because those L brackets it currently has on it are going to wear holes in the gas tank if I keep it that way. But that's not the point today. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'll get some more pieces on and run it down the other side. I think I might just wrap this up because you kind of get the idea. I mean, it's going to be smooth all the way up. It's going to have that kick out on it. You know, I'll be back with more. But yeah, I like the idea of adding the extra. I'm really happy with the way this whole thing is turning out. Very pleased with it all the way around. As it sits right now, I've got about 29, 30 hours in the whole project, which would include the entire back bumper, the underneath skid part back here, and that brace, the entire front bumper, which is done assembly wise and tied in, but it's going to get sanded and painted more, just like that back bumper needs sanded and painted more. So I don't know how long it'll be total. I'll tune back in as I get more going. I got another East Coast gear supply bushing to put in there. Still have a rear traction aid for the Tundra to do, but I got to get this up and going where I can drive it every day in case the Tundra's down. So rambling on. Appreciate you tuning in. I think that should be enough for my idea down the side. If I think it needs more when I get more done, I'll just freaking come back, man. So like and subscribe. Please check the links, buy shirts. Thanks for hanging out with me and seeing what I got going in the shop today. Appreciate you. Have a great day.